Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Hi guys, how's it going? Feels good today. I think it feels pretty good. Just wanted to say hello and good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Today we're going to be finishing, well, not finishing, but we're going to be continuing the Rahu Ketu, which is the North Node and South Node transit. That's going to be happening in September and lasting for 18 months through Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. We're going to see how that affects you guys. Since I follow Vedic astrology, this is just going to be about your moon or your rising sign. However, if you feel called to follow this tropically and view it from a sun sign perspective, that is okay. I'm fine with that. You just have to see what you feel you're going to really resonate with and see what's going to come true over the next 18 to 24 months. A lot of you guys have already been feeling these transits. Okay. Oh, you caught me live, Denise, man. Oh my God, I was just thinking about you. I literally had your name written on my chart. Your reading was delivered yesterday, so I want you to check it. If you're still having problems, I'll get back to you this afternoon and we'll figure out a different way to deliver it. What a synchronicity. You were the first comment and I was literally just having you on my list of people for deliveries for my clients. So good to see you, Denise. Okay. I loved your reading, by the way. Really intense, but I know everything's going to be okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and look into what's happening with Libra. How many of you guys are Libra moon or rising? Are you guys excited for that? I hope you are. I'm pretty excited. I have a few Libras in my life. Well, mostly I have Libra suns, you know, in tropical. I've known a couple of them, but I think that it's a really fun energy, and I'm really into Libras. I think you guys are misunderstood. So anyways, I'm excited to see how this is going to be affecting you. Do I have some Libra moons? Oh, I see a Libra. Virgo, Libra cusp. Yes, Libra sun here. Awesome. Will probably resonate with the most out of everything. That's funny. Okay, well, I hope it does. Ooh, we got a Libra moon and rising. What, Angela, you're a double? Get the hell out of here. No wonder you're so beautiful. I saw your picture. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this. What a beautiful day. Hope you guys had a good night of peace and all of that. All right. I have two openings available for the rest of August for emergency readings. And if you guys want to pay through Venmo, you can take $22 off the price if you want it done. Just a little something I'm going to throw out there for you guys watching the video, if you are interested. And I will be available tomorrow to do that on Skype if anyone is interested in that. Okay, so just two spots. So anyways, Libra, let's see what's happening with you with this transit astrologically and just kind of figure out what the hell is going to be going on for Libras over the next 18 to 24 months. All right, so let's take a look here. Let me see if I can figure this out. Cancer, Gemini, Taurus. Okay. So your Rahu is going to be down here with Taurus. Let me make sure. Yeah, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini. Yeah, that's right. I was just double checking. Sometimes these things just don't feel right for me. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm doing the chart. I always second guess myself. It's my own ass on there. So your Ketu is going to be in the second house. Interesting, of Scorpio. Okay. Well, as you guys know, the second house represents things, items. You know, what do you own, guys? Your car, your house, your clothing. You know, Venus acquires things. It's also relationships. So if you're legally married, it's all, you know, in that house too. It's about what's yours, you know, who is yours, you know, your children. your job, that is your title, you know, your position. So there's a lot to talk about there with work and that kind of thing. So when Scorpio's there, naturally a lot of these Libra moon arisings are going to have a lot of ups and downs with their career, okay? So you guys might change careers pretty often, you know? You guys definitely might change careers more often than you'd like. And you kind of feel like this is up and down, and it's just, it's confusion for you. Denise, when I'm done with the video, I'll Venmo chit chat with you, okay? So anyways, you're going to be having a lot of ups and downs, and it's just like, am I going to keep this job? Am I going to a new job? You never feel really settled in your job. There's constant confusion there. But this particular transit, again, you're going to go through another transformation with jobs. And this is where you're going to maybe quit this job or lose this job. There's definitely going to be the loss of something like that, okay? So just be ready. I'm sure you've already expected it. You may already have gone through it. You might go through it again in the next 18 to 24 months. I think you're pretty used to that. This is going to be a big shift in energy. I do feel like you're looking to be your own boss here. And I think you might be thinking about business ownership. And that's going to take some investment and some time for you. Hi, Genevieve. Wait, is that, let me see if that is Genevieve. No, that's Jenny 13. Hi, girl. All right. All right, let's keep going here. In relationships, which is why most of you guys watch this. Oh, somebody says, I don't have a job. So as Libra moon, what does that mean? Well, Besso, I don't know how old you are. If you've ever had a job, if you just don't have a job right now. But this is, you know, you're going to be experiencing a lot of loss in money and jobs. And that's kind of this shift. You're going to be having some financial hardships here, no lie. This is the second house of figure a bank, figure a home, figure a marriage, figure financial security. And you have two of probably the worst energies you could have in there. Scorpio, the sign of transformation and death. And then you've got Ketu there. So, you know, this is loss, separation. Ketu is a big knife. It comes and it separates. It cuts through things. It ends things. It detaches people from things. If there's no loss of job in this next 18 to 24 months, this is going to be a detachment from work and a detachment from money. What I see happening here is a minimalist lifestyle. I see somebody maybe getting a trailer to live in or one of those little mini houses. Okay, so a trailer or a mini house. If you guys have ever watched Tiny House on YouTube, you should check it out, Tiny House. It talks about that. People spending a lot of money to get into a house that doesn't cost very much, doesn't cost for a way of living. This could also be living on the land. So grid, off-grid. So off-grid living. Okay? So it's about getting off the grid. This could be also farming. So some of you guys may be getting into farming, raising your own farm for your own food consumption and things of that nature. This also has something to do with living with other relatives. So living with other relatives. So there could be this coming together and living with other people. This could also be where you're living your hometown or state, so moving. So a lot of you guys, that's one of the biggest messages is you may be moving. You may absolutely be moving out of the country, out of the state, somewhere, detaching and going somewhere else with less. And so there's definitely this energy here that needs to be shifted for you. It says, what does this person say? Besso, I'm already living in a village with my family. Get the hell out of here. That is really cool. Well, that explains a lot of unique energy here, very odd energy here. So yeah, it's kind of that. It's living with less, okay? So it's learning to live on little, okay? Sometimes less is more, right? So it's learning to detach from materialistic items. So all of the Libra moon and risings are detaching from materialism. It just doesn't matter. I think you're going to be minimalizing your closet as well, because this is clothes. And this would be like getting rid of a lot of your clothing. So I don't know if you've ever heard of those people that have like I don't know, maybe it's like 16. I don't know, like 16 items that they switch out I'm sorry, I'm like at a loss. What the hell's wrong with my mouth today? I'm so sorry. They have like several items that they switch around to make different looks. So they'll have like 3 pairs of pants, you know, 6 shirts, 2 sweaters, and some accessories, and they just revamp their outfits. You know what I mean? They're constantly switching the scarves out with the shirts, the sweaters with the pants. They're like making new looks with a little bit in their closet. Their closet is like literally this wide. I don't know where I saw that from, but my mom's friend, she does that, and she's a Jehovah's Witness. She's really into the minimalist clothing look, and she really has very little. Her closet is probably tiny. I mean, she couldn't even fill a dresser. She just doesn't have much. And so I just see somebody detaching from materialism and just having a few outfits. Oh, see, look, someone said, I just moved back to my hometown. I have family above me and family below me. And my boys ended up having to come back home. I'm at peace and it's quiet and I got animals all around me and dragonflies. That is beautiful. So these Libra moon and rising people are aesthetically beautiful, and they're also finding beauty to live with little. Okay, so you guys are learning that materialistic lifestyle does not suit you. And this may have always been part of your energy, but now that Ketu is going to transit there in that house with the sign of Scorpio, this is more so the time for you than ever to deal with this. And it's strange that you're going through this energy, because I honestly just feel like you're stressing out about what's going to be happening a little bit. There's a little bit of worry. But what can you do? What can you do if there's just worry? And so you're letting it go. You're letting go of worry. You're not overanalyzing this. I honestly feel like, because these energies are falling literally into the sign that you already have there, there's going to be an activation. So if you guys haven't experienced this kind of energy yet, due to some kind of age or something, now that it's transiting into that sign for you, it's waking up it's bringing that energy to life in your life. So in other words, if you haven't been experiencing this yet, it's going to happen. And as you saw from the comments, a lot of you guys have already been going through this simply because your second house was in Scorpio, which was a lot of ups and downs and loss. So you've already been kind of used to these ups and downs and towers and death energies of your materialistic lifestyle. But now with Ketu there, there's going to be kind of a big storm. Uh-oh. And I just got a message here. Literally a storm. Literally. Like a volcano, an earthquake, a hurricane could detach some Libra moon risings from their home. There could be a loss of a home due to a storm, maybe a fire, something like that. And so this could also be what's causing you to lose things. And so remember, with Ketu comes great destruction. There could be some great destruction that happens here. So maybe this will serve as a warning. You know, maybe you're already ready to accept it. But what Ketu likes to teach us is live with less, and what do you have to lose? When people go through a Ketu Mahadasha or Rahu Mahadasha, they go through this energy of great rises and great falls, huge losses. And, you know, my guru, Raj Kapel from KRS Channel, says some of the advice he has on that is when you're going through one of those dasha periods, don't hold on to your money. Don't hold on to materialism or wealth, because when that period comes over to take from you, there's not much for them to take, and you're already at peace. And that's a spiritual message from Ketu. And it's like, if you have a little house with little things and something comes and takes it, you're still happy because you didn't have much. But if you are living the life of the rich and famous, and an energy comes and sweeps out and bankrupts you, you lose your identity and you lose so much. And that's when you saw those people jumping out of buildings back in the crash, right? The market crash. I don't know, was that 2002, 4, something like that? I don't remember when that was, but when that financial crash hit Wall Street, people were losing their shit. And that's because they had so much materialistically. So if I'm already don't have much, what I will lose? Exactly, Besso. If you don't already have a ton of accumulation, if something comes and takes it, then that's okay, because you're not hanging on to anything. And that is the message of Ketu. Don't hang on to anything. We're not going to take this stuff with us. So be happy with little. Be happy with the earth, because that is something they can't take from you. And be happy with your freedom. And I was just watching a lot of North Korean documentaries last night when I was going to bed. Whew, and my heart just broke, because, I mean, I've heard about stuff like that and I've, been aware of it, but never from someone's personal story. And hearing a young woman's personal story of her escape from North Korea at 13 years old, and how her family was killed and how she was raped and sold to China to be a young virgin, and just how she was disrespected and how human beings were treated and starving and living with nothing. And I was just like, God, they already have nothing. And then they leave for something, and then they get treated even worse. And so this could be kind of warlike. It feels like for some people across the globe, there's a war going on. It's like, I already don't have much, and now you're going to take my dignity. Now you're going to take my freedom. So this is a time to protect yourself. I don't know why that's coming up, but if you need to get some kind of a protection system going for you, it's encouraging you to do so. Whether it's knives, and I hate to promote it, but it depends on what part of the world you live in, correct? If it's a gun, so be it. If it's knives, so be it. If it's pit bulls and barbed wire fences, so be it. This may be a time just to make sure you have extra protection on what you do have, because, I don't know what's going on in the world with people anymore. I really just don't know what's happening in this world. Looting and robbing and beatings, and I'm very grateful for where I live. I'll tell you that. I watched a documentary also in Africa, and I was really impressed. There was Africa is patriarchal, right? The men rule that shit. The men rule pretty much the world. That's what we're dealing with right now, guys. Men rule the world. We don't like to think that way, but it's true. It's been a patriarchal society for a long time. And, Ketu is neutral. Ketu is nor masculine, no feminine. He's just very neutral. I like to think of him as a him, but that's just me. But there's a neutrality here. And I feel like it's about fairness and equality happening. And so there's a lot of that going on in the world. But anyways, in Africa, there's a small village, and it's run by women. And it was bad fucking ass. This woman escaped you know, she was married young and mistreated. She went off and started her own fucking village. Go her! Woohoo! And she ran that shit amazingly. And other women started coming to be with her, and they protected themselves, and they had their own little society, their own little village, which, by the way, was nicer than the ones that were run by males. It was respectable. Women were safe. Women were happy. Women weren't raped. Women's genitals were not mutilated. Women were not forced to be into a marriage with 3 or 4, 5 other women to one man. They cut that shit the fuck off. And so men were pissed. They wanted to kill the women in this village and destroy it. She didn't let them. She didn't let him. She stood her power. You know, for whatever reason, they're still there, thank God. And it's a pretty good sized little village. They sell jewelry, and they live their own way in peace. And they're not causing problems on anybody else. Their houses look a lot better than the ones that were run in the patriarchal societies, because it's a matriarchal society. And what do women do? We create homes, right? So they build their own homes, and it looks beautiful. They hunt, they get their own food, they farm, they take care of the water, the children are cared for, the women are very cared for, they're loved and appreciated and respected. They're not running around with their clothes off. They are covered in beautiful clothing with color, and they respect themselves and they honor themselves. Anyways, I guess I'm bringing that up because it's kind of a tribal society here with this Libra moon risings, and it's like respect me, respect my body, respect my space. And sometimes you have to protect yourself to keep people trying to come in and disrespect you. So there's a lot of this kind of protection energy that's coming in with this Ketu transit. And so whatever that may mean for the people watching that are Libra moon risings, you know, Libra is a very feminine energy anyways, even though it's an air sign, which is masculine. Because it's Venus ruled, it tends to have a lot of feminine attributes. And you'll even notice that Libra males tend to have a beautiful face. You know, how do I describe it? Brad Pitt, I don't know, who are beautiful men, just beautiful men that have, you know, feminine qualities. Like, I don't know how to explain it, like beautiful noses, beautiful eyes, lots of long eyelashes, a lot of Libra moon risings, maybe even suns. I've seen a lot of suns. They have beautiful eyelashes. They have 10 times more lashes than girls. You know, thank you, Venus, you know. So someone said, it's crazy in South Africa, currently lots of gender abuse, women abuse. See, and that is going to, I feel that is going to affect Africa in some way. There's going to be a storm coming in where I think women are going to stand up in countries they have been persecuted. This gender abuse is bullshit. Abusing people that may be gay, lesbian, is abusive in other countries. Women are treated extremely terrible in other countries. Let me just speak for all women and say we are not the fuck okay being married to someone with fucking other wives. Fuck you and fuck that. We are not okay with you hiding our fucking gorgeous ass hair. So fuck you and fuck that. And we are not okay with being taken advantage of as young brides. So if you agree with that, then fuck you and fuck that. Because we are not okay with that. Women want to be in love, and women want to feel love. We are goddesses of love. And why should we not embrace that? Why should we be forced to marry old men? Why should we be forced to mutilate ourselves or hide ourselves? Because, you know, patriarchal societies are sexist and bullies and macho and controlling and abusive. It's disrespectful, and to be honest, that's what happened with the fall of Atlantis. Atlantis was a matriarchal society, is very femininely driven, and then the patriarchal energy came in, and we all know what the fuck happened after that. You know, we can even see like Cleopatra ruling Egypt in those days. It was a beautiful energy then, where women did rule, and it was a beautiful culture. But men wanted power. Men wanted to, let's just not say men, let's just say masculine energy. they wanted to rule women because we were beautiful and powerful and intelligent and wise and spiritual and delicate. And they saw that they could take advantage of us physically. They can't take advantage of us mentally, intellectually, emotionally. We rule that arena. But physically, they have. And it's been very detrimental to so many countries. So many countries that could be beautiful places. If Iran was ruled by women, it would be a beautiful oasis. You know, if Turkey was ran by women, it would be a beautiful place to be. There's so many places that would have such beauty, Venusian beauty, if they would allow a feminine rule. But it is what it is. And what do we have going on with the patriarchal masculine society? Pedophilia. You know, yeah, sure, there's a drop in the bucket where there's women that are pedophiles. Yeah, that's a drop in the bucket. But the rest of the bucket is a masculine pedophilia. And again, it's this sexual rulership. Masculinity is naturally very sexual. Not to say that women are not, but masculine energy is sexual. They rule the lower chakras. So root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, all very much down there in the sexual organs. They rule it. They rule that. And without balance, it's amok. And our world is amok. We've been wanting to, for a long time, acquire masculine and feminine balance in all of our societies. Some have succeeded and some have not. Even in America, it's crazy. We're at a war right now. It's been ran by men as well, but now that the women that are coming to take power, the women are not embracing femininity. They are embracing masculinity in a feminine body. And that is very backwards. So a lot of the women are out there disrespecting themselves, wearing nothing, taping their breasts, talking about their vagina and wearing hats and being stupid and really not embracing divine femininity. So those are the ones trying to get in power, which is just as ridiculous as all masculine in power. There needs to be a healthy balance, and there needs to be healthy divine femininity and healthy divine masculinity to get control of the world again. So, you know, anyways, I'm... I don't know where I'm going with this, but Ketu clearly in the second house is talking about a voice, because the second house is the mouth and it's a voice. And so there's a lot of speaking out about gender equality. There's a lot of speaking out that's going to be happening, and a lot of Libra moon risings may be the ones speaking out. But it looks like you guys may be a voice of reason, because Libra stands for what? Justice, correct? Balance, correct? Yes, that's Libra. And so a lot of you guys are looking for this justice and this peace and this balance in our world. And so you may be very focused on whatever I've been speaking about, okay? So if that is happening in your country, if that's happening where you're at, if that's something that you want to voice an opinion about and start doing something about it, I do see you doing so. A lot of you guys are going to feel silenced, like you're not being heard, because Ketu in Scorpio is like cutting you off, cutting your voice, silencing you. And what do you expect? Did you think that the mainstream media was going to put your voice on a pedestal and give their blessing? No, you're going to have to fight to be heard. Again, this message is coming through about fighting. Why are weapons coming up? Why is fighting coming up? Why is protection coming up? Because you have a precious gift, which is your moon, your mind, and your emotions, and what you stand for, your rising. So that is a precious gift of equality and fairness. And it looks like you are going to be tried to be silenced. And people may even come against you. They don't want to hear with this message. Maybe, you know, whoever this is could try to hurt you. So there is some kind of a fear. Watch what you say. Oh, what a frustration. Libra, dear God, this is a very trying time for you, but great things can happen. Great transformation can happen. So let's go down and focus on the good. Rahu is down here in your 8th house in the sign of Taurus. What are you going to be getting? Looks like inheritance. It's funny. This is how the world works, correct? You let go of the things that are materialistic. You let go of ownership of homes. You let go, you move, you don't want much. And then what are you given? Property, real estate, inheritance, money. And you're like, but I was letting it go. I didn't want it. And here it comes to you. Because this is what happens. When you give, you receive. The law of Rahu Ketu. When you give, so is how you receive. And so because you are giving away much, you will be receiving much. So there's, there you go. And this might be the weird balance that you're having to deal with. And it's just like, okay, I'm trying to get rid of crap and you're trying to give me crap. This is a Libra moon arising saying, okay, I'm going to give you my clothes, my bed, my house, all my stuff. I'm going to give you all of that. Take it. I'm emptying my house. I'm doing the minimalistic style. And then all of a sudden you have an urge to go shopping. Well, now my house is empty. My closet is half empty. My living room needs something. It's bare. And so off to the store you go, having an urge to shop. And so you might be fighting this little battle of wanting to give, but then you start shopping. If you're not going to be shopping because of a lack of money, but I don't see there's going to be a lack of money, to be honest. But if you start doing that, then I feel like family members, in-laws, mostly in-laws, are going to be giving you items, furniture. I don't need this bed. Can you take it? I don't need this piece. Can you have it? I don't need this bag of clothes. Can you give it to those in need? So, hey, Libra moon, Taurus, or Libra rising, I heard that you were, charity. You were giving away things. Can I drop some things off at my house, at your house, so you can give it away to the charity that you give? And you're like, okay. And then you're going through the stuff and you're like, damn, my friends and family are giving me a lot, like really nice stuff. Like this stuff I could sell. So you might be selling things, to accumulate money. So there could be this energy here where you might open a thrift shop. A lot of you may be thinking of opening a thrift shop or just selling items online. Not new items, but used items, like on Marketplace, things like that. Putting things up for sale, maybe getting a storage unit here, and just keeping that tucked away somewhere and then selling it to have money. That could also be what's happening. So this might be happening in the next 18 to 24 months. Again, here we go. Marriage is going to come up. Libra, you're yet again going to go through another family change. It seems like you're always going through family changes. Married, single, engaged, not looking, engaged, together with someone, broken up with someone. It looks like you're always going through a revolving door of relationships or relationship patterns. There could be some just patterns that you go through, and it's like, it's this revolving door. It's like, I meet someone, we fall in love, we get engaged, then we break up, then we get re-engaged, then we announce we're getting married, then we break up, then we don't talk for a year, then he comes and proposes again, then we get married, then we divorce, and then I'm single again 6 months, then my ex recontact, there could be a cycle. And you're just like, Steph, I'm so tired of these cycles. Can I just say, whatever cycle you're going through, Libra moon rising, your in-laws are going to love you, okay? When you have Taurus there in the 8th house, it's like, God, the in-laws fucking love you. Whatever's going on with you, they love you, okay? So you don't have anyone to give you inheritance. That's okay. Maybe it hasn't come up yet. Maybe it's going to come up in the next 18 to 24 months. You've got almost 2 years to kind of see what's going to happen at that point. Some people get married and the mother-in-law gives you jewelry. I think I was just watching, I know I watch a lot of documentaries, guys. I'm a nerd like that. But in India, ooh, I want to move to India. They were doing like arranged marriages. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't like you never met them and you were a child bride. It's two grown people. Their families were arranging good quality relationships. Someone that has a degree, someone that has money, someone that has good family. And they're trying to look at your birth charts and place two people together that fit. True matchmaker stuff. And a lot of those people end up happy, but some don't. And I could definitely tell who was not going to be happy and who was. I could tell. But anyways, on this show, a mom had like freaking $100,000 of jewelry. Holy shit! I've never seen jewelry like that. I mean, I own a few pieces, like literally like 3 maybe of jewelry. I couldn't even imagine a huge golden necklace with emeralds and sapphires and rubies and diamonds and crystals and all this shit. Like, oh my God. So this mother-in-law had beautiful necklaces, bracelets, jewelries, rings, anklets, earrings, you name it. She had tons of jewelry and beautiful fabric with crystals on it to give to the new bride. So she had tons of this stuff. And anyways, that's an inheritance, right? You get married to someone and their mom gives you all of this stuff, which was amazing. So, yeah, marriage could be coming up, which could lead to some kind of inheritance. And so that could be big for some people, especially depending on what country you're from. For a Libra, this would be someone who's tall, fair, has good class, or has like a higher class. That would be inheriting some of this, okay? And that's for a lot of other countries, especially like India and stuff like that. You know, if you're not from those countries, say you're just like me, you're just from America, just a normal person, it kind of means that you might marry someone that has some land. You might marry someone where their family has a ranch or a big piece of property or, you know, a business. Maybe their family has a business and he works for them or she works for them, and you're going to kind of come into that family and be a part of that. So it could be a restaurant, you know. With Taurus in the 8th house, it's definitely restaurant kind of looking, you know. So that's really interesting. So there could be some arranged marriages happening here for a Libra, moon or rising. I definitely see that transition. Okay, well, you can have some of my coffee. Just don't spill it.
Why?
Excuse me, your butt's touching it. Okay. So arranged marriages, big possibility. Normal people, not arranged, just you meet someone and your status may change. There's a lot of wealth and prosperity that's about to fall in your lap over the next 18 to 24 months. Great wealth. So if you haven't had wealth, it's coming. So there is going to be a rise and there's going to be a fall. That's why I said it depends on what you're getting. Ketu's lesson is don't hang on to it. Because if you have that fall, which you probably will during the same 2-year period, you'll rise and fall within 2 years. And Ketu was like, don't hang on to it, spend it. What does this mean, Steph? Spend it. Okay, stop. When you have money like that, it's good to travel, see the world. That's an investment, money well spent. You're going to travel, and I'm going to take you out. Stop. What?
I'm going to be sad if you don't give me orange on videos.
Of course. No, it's not funny, and it's not cute. Stop it.
I love you. I just love you.
I love you too. Enough. I'm not happy with this. I'll be right back, guys. Let's charge this up. And, you know, it's not okay. Come over here. They need to charge. So you're going to have to color and sit on the floor while it's charging.
Okay.
Okay? Now get off my chair so I can sit down and do my work and you won't interrupt it. Go on. I shouldn't have given him coffee. Oh my gosh. My bad. Where was I at, guys? Where was I even at? Oh, the rise and fall. So travel. I have had good advice that when you do get money or you have a chance and you might come under this placement, it's very wise to travel, and because you can't have that taken. There's an experience. Wherever you're going, there's an experience, and no one and nothing can take the experience away. Also, donations. So giving to causes, giving to people that are in need, organizations, giving to the homeless, giving to women who have been abused, giving to villages like that all-woman ran village in Africa, in Kenya. Giving to causes like that. Again, investments that cannot be taken from you. Investing in real estate, for a career or something, I don't think that could be taken. I mean, I guess it could, but if you invest with somebody else, I think it's protected. So it's like, hey, do you want to partner with me? And then you put something into it, and then you're a part of their chart as well, where they're not going to have something taken. So you're pretty much safe there. And I don't usually recommend wearing gemstones, but with Libra, because of the Chitra, I think it's Chitra. Yeah, I think it is Chitra. That talks about gemstones. So for Libra moon risings, having a stone over here that would be like a blue sapphire, which is ruled by Saturn and also Ganesha, would be something good to wear to help you avoid major destruction or major loss. So, sapphire for a Libra moon rising would be a really good remedy for some of this heavy energy that's coming into your chart. And anyways, I would suggest that. But Rahu really wants to give you great wealth. He wants to give you ownership, because Taurus and Rahu work well together because of Venus. And, it's just this, let's rule. Let's take something that's ours. So you're going to have a great desire or a great blessing to have much. And then Ketu wants to take it away because of family in need or some dramatic storm situation happens. So there's going to be some ups and downs. Expect it. Again, what I see happening with the transformation in the 8th house, again, is work. So your job status is going to be very up and down. Also, if it's not your career, it's money. Money. You're literally going to have big money, then no money, and then big money, and then no money. I've done that. One time I had like $5,000 in the bank, and then the next month I was negative. And you think I would have so much money sitting around, but I didn't. It went to bills. It went to things for the house. I had to help my grandma with some stuff. And that's what happens with Ketu in the 2nd house. It goes to family. It goes to support and needs. It doesn't go to fashionable spending. It doesn't go to money in the bank saved. It goes to things that are needed, which is good, but you don't have anything to really show for it. Just the clothes on your back, the home that you live in, and the health that you and your family have. And that's important, and that's good. So count your blessings. You don't, but Rahu wants to give you more and then take. So it happens. I guess the focus here for you guys is don't hold on to your money, because if you do, it's going to disappear within a certain amount of time. Give it, invest it, spend it. Don't hold on to it. If you do, like I said, it's not going to go to anything good. It's going to go to something, you think you're going to save it for a rainy day, but maybe it's seized. Maybe it's stolen. Could you imagine having money tucked away in your house, cash, and somebody comes and steals it? Do you think you could write that off? Do you think you could call the police to have it given back to you? No, it's gone. It's gone. And if someone doesn't literally come in your house and take it, it could be a scam. So don't fall for scams. Don't invest in some scammy bullshit where people try to trick you into getting your money and taking advantage of you. And there's a lot of that going on. There could be partners that want to invest with you. Hey man, I have this idea that if you and I come into some money and invest in this product, we can turn it over and sell it 3 times what it's worth. And you're like, okay, I'm down. And you put your money in, and then what? It gets stolen. And I had that happen to a friend. He invested in something with someone, and either someone staged a robbery or it literally was a robbery. And their material items disappeared. And the person that was holding on to it disappeared. And he was left with a loss. A big loss. I think it was like $3,000 or $5,000. So yeah, nobody wants to go into that kind of a situation. But this might be something that Libra, Moon, and Risings, or even Suns are used to, is being tricked and getting taken advantage of and being lied to like this. Maybe it's something you guys have already been through. And you're kind of like, Stephanie, what's new? I've already had that happen. Maybe more than once. And so if you've been easily tricked because of your fairness and your niceness and you're willing to work with others, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyways, this energy that you're going to be coming into in the next 18 to 24 months is going to probably bring it up again. And I think the lesson from the gods is going to be, did you learn your lesson? Are you going to do that again? Are you going to reinvest with that person or someone like it? Are you going to keep doing that job? Are you going to keep playing risky business? Are you going to keep doing risky business? Remember, Rahu can be a thief. He can. He can be a thief. He can be a liar. He can be a sneaky salesman. He could be a drug dealer. It depends on if he's, respected well in the sign he's in. He likes Taurus, so that's good. But you could be dealing with people who, there you go, they just, not good characters, not good friends. In regards to your relationship, you might have gotten scammed by someone who batted their pretty little eyes at you, and you got taken advantage of. Now, this might come up again in the next 18 to 24 months. Be careful, and I guess this serves you as a warning, Libra. You have a target on your forehead, and do you know what that target is? You're friendly, you're good looking, you're easygoing, you know a lot of people, you have good connections, and people think that you are easily persuaded. Now, whether that's true or not is up to you, how you've learned to live in your life. But that is the opinion that people have of you. They think that about you, and they think you're fickle and foolish. And I know that's not the truth, because you're not a cardinal, badass zodiac sign for no reason. They think all of this of you until they get on your bad side. This is when you will rob someone back. This is when you will go over there and have vengeance and seek vengeance on the people that have harmed you. And they haven't seen that side, have they? But they will if they get on your bad side. And so this is some vigilante stuff here for Libra, Moon Risings. It's, yeah, I look like a nice guy, nice girl, but don't take advantage of me because you think you know me, and you may think you know me very well, but there's a part of me, there's a dark side of me, Scorpio energy, right? That you don't know me as well as you think you do. And sorry I introduced you to my nice side only. Let me introduce you to my dark side, because Libra has those two sides. Libra has the scales, the yin, the yang. Libra can be very, very nice, and Libra can be very, very cruel. It really just depends on who has tickled that side. Who has made the scales unbalanced. They will see that side of Libra. So anyways, with Rahu there in the 8th house, it is going to be a time of reckoning also. in the next 18 to 24 months. So I don't know which is going to come first, the loss or the win, but there'll be a reckoning. Either way, in the end, there'll be a reckoning for Libra, and it is, have you learned to stand up for yourself and not get taken advantage of? And really, I think that is the loudest message. Now, Saturn co-rules the sign of Libra, which is in Capricorn. So that is in the 4th house. Okay. And here's Saturn. And he aspects 3rd and 7th, which is Cancer, which is work, career, and reputation. Okay. And he's aspecting your Libra moon rising, which is good. That is really good. I'm going to put a star here for plus points. This is happy face. This is good. When Saturn aspects your rising or your moon, when Saturn is giving you good points, or your sun sign, okay, then that means he wants to give you, not steal from you, not take from you. So Saturn is like, look, okay, let's work together here. I'm a big, very strong, karmic, badass planet. So really, no planets really fuck with Saturn. However, Jupiter is the only other planet that is a little bit more intense than Saturn, but it's just as equal. I want you to think of the sun as God, source, the creator, and that's your sun sign. He has a say for everything. Your sun sign is important because it has the loudest voice over anything that happens to you. But the 2 other planets that are the most influential in your life and your karma and all that you get and receive is Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, wealth, intelligence, spirituality, and strength. Okay, Jupiter is like Jesus. Okay, he is the Son of God. Okay, so Jupiter is next as important as the sun. It's the sun, then it's Jupiter. Okay, and then you have Saturn, which is like Satan. So he is the darker energy. He is the more difficult obstacles and lessons. He's hard work and suffering. But he can also give great things to you that you deserve. He is the one that takes pretty much the orders of the sun and Jupiter and then declares when it's done or not. He's like the ruler of time. And Saturn in ancient days was foreseen as Father Time, before he was seen as the Reaper, death. So before he was death, before he was Santa Claus, by the way, there's another sign of Saturn, Santa Claus, the gift giver, but he can also be Krampus. But he was also Father Time. So he knows when you're going to be born, and he knows when you're going to die. He knows when you deserve gifts, and he knows when you deserve them to be taken. Kind of like Zeus and Hades, right? Zeus is like Jupiter, kind of in charge, taking, I guess he's like, Zeus is more like the sun and Jupiter, but I think he was Jupiter as far as Greece goes and their gods, from what I remember. But yeah, Saturn is Hades, and he's the underworld. Everything that has to do with Jupiter, it's Zeus is Jesus. Okay, well, everything that has to do with Jupiter is above. So spirituality, happiness, joy, higher energies, higher vibes, spirituality, luck, good fortune, smiles, sunshine, goodness, morality. Okay, Jupiter stands for morality. Saturn is a little bit of morality as well, but it's the dark side. And Saturn wants to show the light. So Saturn's going to shine the light, because if there was no darkness, there would be no light. So Jupiter and the sun would be, in essence, nothing. Nothing without Saturn. So Saturn is a very big player, very, very heavy, significant player in people's lives. So yeah, Saturn is number one. Very important, but it is a malefic planet. So anyways, because Saturn co-rules Libra, he wants to give gifts to Libra. So Libra's got some good points here. Again, no wonder wearing sapphire would be so big for you. Ganesha, sapphire, blue. Blue is good colors for you. Red and black would be good colors for you. I think a lot of Libra moon risings would like to wear red and black. And that would be Vedic astrology, you know. But they tend to go, even, let's just say Libra suns, they tend to go for black and red because they're vibrant, beautiful colors. Black, it goes with everything. Black is very Saturn. Saturn, hello, is black. It's the energy of black. But red is such the contrast, and it's deep and it's passionate. And, you know, think of the devil colors, black and red. Well, that's Saturn, black and red. So Saturn's colors are black and red. And that may be very prominent for you to wear at this time. Another remedy that you could do during this time is Ganesha Mantras and chants. So if you're chanting and you're doing these Ganesha Mantras, this is going to be very good for you over the next 18 to 24 months to kind of ease the effects, the bad effects that Ketu wants to give you. Ganesha rules Ketu as well. It's a lower vibe energy, and it's just deep, heavy. It's karmic. It's heavy. It's a not an evil thing. It's just a heavy karmic energy to deal with. And so asking for Ganesha, the destroyer of obstacles, to come in and help you destroy any obstacles is going to be another remedy for you. If you're following Vedic astrology and you follow Indian advice on that, you can follow that. You don't have to, but this could really help you. So anyways, the goodness that's going to happen for you is Rahu, which is malefic also. We basically have malefic, 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 malefic. There's a lot of dark energy happening for you. I'm not trying to scare you, but you know, that is what it is. And it's going to be a hard time for you, no lie. But balance may very well be restored, because at the end of the day, Rahu eclipses the sun. And we talked about how powerful the sun is. Well, Rahu comes over and eclipses the sun, kind of cools down his energy. So he kind of stops what the sun wants to give. He kind of gives an obstruction here. So if you have a sun in Taurus and Rahu's there, there's going to be some kind of an obstruction or difficult period. It's not going to stop you. It just gives you a run for your money. You know, it gives you that extra kick in the ass that makes things difficult for what your soul really wants to have. Now, if Rahu is with your sun, then it's kind of forced to work with you. Rahu's like, I'm going to become whatever planets are in this house. Matthew, stop! So if Rahu is sitting with Venus, Rahu's sitting with Mars or the Sun or Mercury, Rahu kind of becomes in costume what they are. He amplifies them. So if Rahu's with the Sun, he'll amplify the Sun's power, even though he's supposed to eclipse it. If the Sun is in the same house, then Rahu's not going to darken his own energy. It's like having a handful of power, right? Rahu's not going to say, well, I don't like you, Sun. I'm going to take you out and you out. Now he has less. Now he's not very powerful just by himself. He has to embrace the planets around him, even if he doesn't like them, to be more powerful. So it depends on what your sun sign is and what planets are there with you. But for the Libra moon risings, I feel like this is a time of balance. It's a time to let your voice be heard. It's a time to stick up and stand up and protect yourself and those around you. It's a time of great change and transformation. Moving is going to be prominent. getting rid of materialism, but getting much. Being tempted, temptation is going to come in very high for you. Whew. There could be some deaths in the family, okay, with Rahu and Taurus in the 8th house. This might lead to why you're going to be having some inheritance, because you might very well go through a death. Maybe a mom, a stepmom, stepdad, dad, grandparent, siblings, whatever. Maybe you're with somebody that they're losing their mom or dad or grandparents or step-parents, and they get left something behind. So either you're getting left something behind or your spouse is getting left something behind. But there's going to be something like that happening over the next 18 to 24 months for the Libra moon and rising. There's also going to be maybe a discovery. I feel like if you might get lucky striking gold, finding crystals, water rights, finding water, I don't know, oil, I don't know. There's something about under the earth, you're going to strike some kind of treasure. So you might get lucky in finding a treasure. Maybe it's something as small as a piece of jewelry. Maybe it's something as big as a treasure chest. Maybe it's something as big as rights to oil or water. I don't know, but you're going to be probably pretty lucky in getting something like that. So yeah, keep your eyes on the ground, guys. There's something good coming from below. And that's why they talk about inheritance, something good coming from below. Someone buried is going to give you something good. And if no one's going to die, then it just means you might get something unearthed. You might uncover something very valuable. If it's nothing under the ground, it could be something hidden or buried. Maybe there's some hidden family heirloom or treasure or some hidden thing that you didn't know existed in your family. Now all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm part of a very rich family. Or, you know, I just found out we're closely related to royalty. Who knows what you're going to discover or unearth, but this is a great time of discovery. Thank you. I'm trying to work. Okay, let's put the videos on. Give me a second, guys.
Yes, I am giant.
Hopefully it's somewhat charged.
I am giant, Mom.
Okay. It's only 7%. You're going to have to stay in here.
Okay. But William, I can't even go get my own giant.
Okay. Okay. So anyways, gold, money, riches, sounds great, but it doesn't sound very great to people that want to let go of those things, right? Now let's just say you're an average person. You're an average guy. You have an average job, an average family, an average apartment. What does this mean for you? What does this mean for the average Joe? That's just kind of a saying we have around here, okay? Well, it means that your home is going to get strict. You're going to have to buckle down here and put yourself on a budget. Okay? You have a budget. Money's tight. Turn that down. Let me turn this down. Give me a second, guys.
Oh, Mom! You know what I'm kind of worried? That's the one I have.
Yes, it is the one you have. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some coffee, guys. Give me a second.
Okay. Bye.
I love you.
Love you. You go pee. Okay. Let's do it.
banana?
Sure. No.
You don't want a banana?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna watch my videos.
So anyways, the average Joe is the budget. Money's going to get tight for you. So you're going to have to cut back on your food. And this is going to help you get very creative. So I see a lot of you guys being very creative. Let me put that down. On what you eat. You know, these are the people that shop at the Dollar Tree, right? And make a fantastic meal out of ramen noodles and God knows what. You know, eggs, right? And seasonings and spices and, you know, whatever. So this is someone that gets creative on little. You might also be eating some very weird things you don't normally eat. Maybe things you don't like to eat. But I actually see that Rahu is going to help you get some very interesting things on the menu that you wouldn't be like gifted to you. Okay? And this is like maybe your mom or sister or brother or cousin's going to bring over steak, prime rib. And you're like, wow, thank you. Or, you know, maybe you work at a restaurant and they're going to give you food to take home. So you're going to be given a lot of nice things, a lot of gifts. So even though your home is coming under strict budget energy, there's a lot of gift giving. So it looks like you might be invited over to friends' homes to go out to eat, or they're gifting you food or giving you food. So even though you're personally going under some stress, it doesn't feel like it. This could also be a time where you're having to spend a great deal of amount of money and people you owe. You have to pay them back. So you could come under a time where you come under great credit card debt. So this is where I don't want to get too negative, but I have to talk about it because Saturn is affecting you. You might have a lot of credit card debt if you're not careful. I'm not saying you're destined to have it. I'm saying I'm warning you. If you're not careful and you start applying for credit cards because money gets tight, this is going to put you under some major IOUs. If it's not debt to a bank, it's debt to a friend, okay? Here's where the grass gets greener. If you marry someone with money, it's going to solve all your problems. Not just some nail tech or some grocery store bagger or, you know, just some average Joe. I mean, if you marry someone that their family has real estate or business, or this person has great money, you won't have to worry. So it's kind of like an arranged marriage, right? Like, oh my God, Steph. Hey, I'm not the one who gave you this chart. I didn't give birth to you. I'm not God. So don't get mad at me for reading what's kind of the energy happening for the Libras. Don't get mad at me for reading this stuff, okay? This is your chart. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you about it. Maybe it can make some sense for you. So you might be given an offer to marry someone who puts some of those worries to rest. And that affects your home. Hell, you could marry a Capricorn or a Cancer. I do see great luck because of Saturn here. If you marry a Capricorn or Libra, it's going to give you great luck. Probably financially. Okay? Oh, you guys liked my witchcraft post? Yeah, don't piss off a witch or she'll give you a small penis. There's actually, seriously, why I posted that, there is a spell where you can make someone have a limp you-know-what. Oh my gosh, I'm eating a banana. Yep, you can give them a limp banana and it won't go up north, it will go south. It's actually a really funny spell. And really, the only good witches that do that spell is to pedophiles. Pedophiles and rapists. That's really why witches promote that spell. It's not intended to do to your boyfriend or your lover because it affects you too. If you give them that problem, it's going to affect you too because they're not going to get happy for you either. Okay? It really affects them for a long time. And Raising the dead is not easy. Anyways, as long as you're not a pedophile or a rapist, I don't think you should worry. Okay? Anyways, Libra, moon rising. You're going to be really emotional about work. You're probably going to cry to your friends and family. Why can't I find the dream job? Why am I not happy at my work? I hate what I'm doing here. I hate this job. I hate that I have to work here. I hate that I have to go through another job again. Oh my God, it just hit me. Hold on a second. It just hit me. It doesn't count for all Libras. But I know a Libra that's an ex of mine, the one I told you guys about a few times. He has been through so many jobs. He's been through, I think, like I said, like 8 since I've known him, at least 8 to 10 in the past 5 years. So it's like he's always, you know, revolving door with different jobs. That is exactly what's going on, and it makes sense because Scorpio's in his second house. Taurus is in the 8th, so lots of transformation and revolving around money. He gets jobs that promise him a lot of commission, and then he doesn't get paid what he's promised. So this is the ups and downs. Rahu is job offer. Hey, I'm going to give you $100,000 your first year, 20% commission, blah, blah, blah. And you're celebrating and you're like, oh, I finally got my awesome job. I'm promoted. I'm up in promotion. But then when you get your paycheck, taxes rape you, or the commission was not looking like you thought. And, you know, by the time you get your check, for him, it was child support, taxes, and commission shares that raped him. And it was like his paycheck was just never what he thought because he owed money. He owed money to child support. He owed money to taxes. He owed money. So even if he was making good money, he owed it. And guess what? He didn't get remarried. And guess what? I'm a Cancer and Capricorn and tropical. Had he married me, he probably wouldn't have had any of those problems, which is true because when we were together, I actually helped, like an idiot, pay his child support a couple times. I paid majority of the bills. So he actually was much better off with me. But we broke up because he was a dumbass. But I'm not going to talk about that. But, you know, karma, and Saturn is karma. And Saturn comes to take away and give to those that deserve. Now, in his case, he's getting things taken away because of his karma. He has very bad karma with being a liar and a cheater. So that has caused him to have loss financially. But if he would change his karma around, apologize, fix things with women, do right by a woman, you know, he'd probably have good karma. He'd probably have great assets and a beautiful home and a peaceful life. But it's his choice. He chooses to be who he is, live where he is, think like he is, do as he wishes, and he's going to keep getting the same result, which is, you know, it's stressful, but he wants to be repetitive, so keep getting it. Go ahead and get repetitive. But again, here, what Ketu and Rahu want to show you is they want to do that for you. They want to give you great things, but you also have to follow advice, and it looks like the advice of Saturn is get married. Get married. Get in this commitment. Saturn loves commitment. Venus loves commitment. So we've got Venus over here ruling Taurus saying commit, commit, commit. Saturn in the 4th house with Capricorn, which is about deep commitment with Cancer for work and home and family. The biggest message for Libra is commit. If there is a Libra moon or rising out there, hell, even a sun, and you're not committing to the right person, not just any person, to the right person, you're going to lose. If you're going to commit to the right person, luck is going to happen and change for you. So Libra, since you represent court and you represent, you know, community and you represent commitment anyways, this is why it's your karma. This is why this is coming up for you. So for the Libra moon risings, it looks like marriage is in the cards. Oh, well, not literally. I haven't done the cards yet. But marriage is in the stars. Marriage is in the stars for Libra. And it looks like whatever marriage you get involved in, it's going to be a long-lasting marriage. Because we have Aries in the 7th house, and Mars is with Aries. So there's great desire to get married. So a lot of Libra energies are like, I want to get married, I want to get married, I want to get married. If you have a strange urge and desire to get married, this is probably why. The stars are moving and aligning for a marriage. And remember, we're all born as a moon and a rising with a certain amount of karma. And your karma is to have relationships. That is your karma. And usually for Libras, I hate to say it, but it's many. I know. You're like, oh, I'm a Libra. I don't want to have 20 marriages. I'm just kidding. You're not going to have 20. But Libra's karma is to have more than one. Okay, so it's natural for a Libra. Look, if you're 18 years old and you just met a Libra and you're hoping for a forever marriage, don't count your chickens before they hatch. For Libras that get married young, they're always going to have a divorce. I mean, that's usually what happens. Even the nicest Libras I've ever met have had divorces their first marriage. Period. The nicest ones. And they love commitment. Libras love commitment, but they get bored. And this is where you have your karma. Karma. Okay? Your karma. This is where it happens. Because Aries fucks with you. And Aries is like, war, attraction, desire, sex. I want better sex. I love commitment, but I want better sex. And that's kind of what happens for Libras. It's usually marriages ending because of sexual infidelity. And I don't think that they have the heart to do it. I just think that's their karma, and I think that they're always struggling with that. Remember, everything's in balance. Everything's on an axis. And Libra's 1-7 axis is Aries. So there's always going to be fights and arguments down here with relationships. And for the Libra moon risings or even suns, you might have married an Aries moon, or an Aries rising, or an Aries sun. You might have married an Aries. And do you know why a Libra would marry an Aries? Just guess. Put in the comments. What are your guesses on why you think a Libra would marry an Aries? I'll be waiting. Well, maybe I won't wait too long. We don't have all day. Okay, but the reason is fast changes? No, but interesting. Interesting. Popularity. Beauty. Ding, 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 ding. In fact, that should be number 1. Libras marry Aries because of their beauty. What is up with an Aries? Why are they so beautiful? They're slim. Libra loves slim partners. They love long legs. Any Libra you meet, they love long legs. Even if the person is 5'4", if their legs are beautiful and a little bit longer than the majority of their body, they're going for it. Libras love legs. It's very Venusian. They also love breasts, but not big, big ones. A lot of Libras tend to not be so into breasts. If they are, they're not into over huge, just right. Well, the people they marry tend to be a more athletic body. So they tend to definitely want to have someone that is slim, okay? Athletic. So you put that in the box, athletic or slim. This is why a Libra would marry an Aries. Into sports. Okay, because Aries are full of sports. What's cool about sports people? Popularity, competition, confidence, beauty. God, think of Mars. I mean, Mars is beautiful. Okay, the god that represents Mars is beautiful. Who is it? Who's the name of the god that represents Mars? He's gorgeous. I forgot his name. But Aphrodite really wanted a piece of that. Okay. So, yeah, Mars is gorgeous. So, everyone wants a piece of Mars. Everyone wants a piece of Aries. And they just have that beautiful appeal. Look at all you Aries popping out of the woodwork. So, yeah, Libra's like, give me an Aries, give me an Aries, give me an Aries somehow. And even if someone just has a personality of an Aries, oh, they love it. They love the competition. They love the forwardness, the outgoingness. They love how an Aries can walk into a room and rule it. Okay? Aries is like, I'm going to come into the room and I'm going to rule this. So it's just like, oh, look at that person. Wow, they just They just stormed on in here and took over. I'm super attracted to that. So, you know, that's typical. This is why Libra people get easily swayed into pornography, strip clubs, Facebook, dating websites, sexy neighbors, friends of your spouse's friends. Libra is all about communication, other people, networks. So these Libra people are easily swayed by beauty. I'm not trying to like make you guys sound shallow, but beauty will definitely sway a Libra. If a Libra is unhappy in a marriage, that's especially when they're going to get swayed. Even if the spouse is beautiful, if intimacy is not keeping them intrigued, it's not going to take a whole lot to move a Libra in another direction. However, let's read the fine print, Libras. You will cheat, but here's the weird part. You won't want to divorce. You will fight to keep that marriage. Yes, this is classic. You will fight because Mars is fighting, Mars is war, so you will fight to keep the marriage. That is your karma. And your spouse will want to run away from you, and you will fight to keep them together, fight to keep the marriage together. It's just very frustrating for you. You don't know why you did what you did. A lot of Libras have strong remorse, strong guilt that they've done what they've done. They like to keep secrets. Hello, Rahu is now in the 8th house of Taurus. So there's secret money, secret spending of money on other partners, secret getting money from other partners, secret oral fixations with other partners. A lot of Libras will be really into oral, sex, okay? Can't say it around little ears, but Libras do love oral, sex, and they don't like to think of that as cheating. They don't, and they won't admit to it. If you tell Libra, well, you cheated, you slept with so-and-so. I didn't sleep with them, okay? We didn't make it to the bedroom. It was in my car, and she was doing the head. It wasn't cheating. I didn't sleep with that person. I didn't sleep at all. You know, and so they try to get away with lying because it's not technically what they're being accused of. So someone has a comment. Eva, you are so right, Steph. My neighbor is a Libra, sun woman. She's exactly like you described. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love confirmations, and thank you for that. So anyways, the bright side for the Libra is you don't want to lose your marriage. You want to keep the marriage together because you have strong contractual values and morals. Saturn co-rules you and is like, Libra, behave yourself. Get yourself together. So usually Libras do not mature till they're 36. Now some don't even mature then, but they get better, okay? So after 36, believe me, a Libra, moon, rising, or sun even will tone their stuff down. And this is usually why they have a second marriage. So first marriage down the tank, second one, maybe that as well. Third one, good. You know, as long as you're getting older here, you're maturing, you're in your 40s, I do see loyalty. I see more strength at home where you're trying to be better, trying to be that better man, trying to be that better woman. So in relationships, I do see this person coming into a contract with someone, maybe for financial reasons, or maybe because it's good for the children, or maybe whatever reason. It's just karma. Karma does want to give you a good spouse. Now, why does karma want to give you a Capricorn or a Cancer? Because number one, they're cardinals. They have their shiznit together. I had to be quiet there. They have their shiznit together. They're mature. They know what they want. They know who they are. They know how to go about getting things done. They're very responsible in terms of home and children. Both of them, Capricorn and Cancer, very mature in that. They know they know the value of marriage They know the value of it. They honor it. They're also aesthetically beautiful. Maybe not as athletic and as slim as an Aries kind of person, but they do have an appeal that appeals to a Libra, which is style, money, resources, popularity, good conversation skills. It's funny. Holy crap, I just posted it last night, guys. You saw me. Go ahead to my community channel. Check it out right there, community. Look at my post. I had how Stella got her groove back. And Libra, you're basically Stella. You're going to get your groove back. So she had a failed marriage. And even after that, I watched Waiting to Exhale, which was another good movie. But yeah, so she's 40. She goes to Jamaica and she meets a 20-year-old who's hot and going to be a doctor. And Tay Diggs, enough said. And so anyways, yeah, she represented to me a Capricorn, okay? But she also kind of represents a Cancer, which is nurturing, giving, mothering. She mothered her spouse. She mothered her child. She took care of her home. She had a business. She helped create a very big business, which is extremely Capricorn. Capricorn is all business, and Cancer is all home, nurturing, and family and love. So Libra, karma wants to give you someone who's all business and nurturing and loving. So, you know, you're supposed to meet someone like that, okay? You are, and that's in your chart and that's in your fate. So I do see you coming into contract with somebody in those signs. We'll see what happens. Let's look into your cards. Sorry, I've been so long on that. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for Libra, Moon and Rising. Sun, if you want to include it. Whoop, okay, we got a couple. Funny, I said, Sun, if you want to include it, and then they flew out. Like, yes, include it. Include it, Steph. Okay. So we have some bonuses here. Wow. All right, you got some bonus love. You got some bonus love. You guys got Magician. Look at my beautiful cards, I just have to say. Take a gander at these beauties. When have you seen such beauties? When? This is my precious. Okay. So anyways, you have the Magician and the Queen of Swords. Now look at the Magician. He's got an audience. People are fawning over themselves to get to him. They're dying to eat up what he's going to give them, what he's going to show them. What show? What's the greatest showman on earth, right? This is from the movie The Greatest Show on Earth, right? And it's like, give us the show, we're dying, we want to see more. And he's got the magic wand, which can give you the pentacles, the swords, the cups, or the wands. What do you want? What do you want? And I'll give it to you. So we have a salesman here, a mentality where I'll give you what you want. Someone's putting on a facade, putting on a show, speaking to an audience, which is totally Libra. Queen of Swords, totally Libra. They know what they're doing. They have a strategy. Kind of gives me chills. Now, this is kind of the shadow side here of the Libra that's been hurt, scorned, the Libra that has a plan and a strategy to get what they want. This is a Libra that takes a different approach where I've been hurt, so I'm not going to get hurt anymore. From now on, I make good decisions that give me good results. And so this is a Libra coming into a situation where their feelings are kind of detached, okay? Or their feelings are very cold. It is what it is. Don't hate me for reading it. Bottom of the deck here is the Hanged Man. This is you need to wake up. You got to wake up, Libra. Get a different opinion. See things differently. Don't think that because you were hurt once, you're always going to be hurt. Don't think that because you've been stabbed in the back that everybody's going to stab you in the back. This is just about making better, healthier choices. This is about wake up, get out of your own vengeance, get out of your own anger, get out of bitterness, get out of a way of thinking where everything is dark and nothing is good. This is a very lack mentality. And again, I've known a Libra that's like that. I don't have enough. I'll never have enough. I'll never get the job I want. Life just has it out for me. You know, the universe just doesn't want to give me what I want. I'm constantly fighting the universe. The universe is constantly giving me the short end of the stick. And so it's that kind of lack mentality that has to change. Because this is be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Be careful what you speak, you're going to get it. Be careful what you think, you're going to see it. Be careful what you feel, that's going to be your reality. That's going to be your experience. So Libra, watch it. And that's why the Hanged Man is there saying, watch it. You got to wake up. This is not good. Let's go ahead and get Libra Moon Rising, please. Okay. Bottom of the deck here, you speak to me through music. Libra, you are very creative. You're good looking and you're talented. So this Libra is very musical. Okay, the Libra I'm reading for can write songs. The Libra I'm reading for can write poems. The Libra I'm writing for can probably pick up an instrument or two. The Libra I'm reading for can sing, can literally sing in some form of genre. So you're very talented, and maybe if you would release some of your emotional stress and anxieties out through music, you can definitely reach a higher level of thinking, being, creating, and manifesting. Let's go ahead and clarify this. Oops. I feel you even though we are apart. So, Magician, you might have very strong connections to a Gemini. Okay, Capricorn, Cancer, or a Gemini is really strong today, even Pisces. Pisces moon people. So you have a very deep spiritual connection with someone through the mind and through the heart. And a lot of these memories flood through to you through music. Let's go ahead. Oh, we got Judgment. Ooh, child. Ooh, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Something that was dead and gone is coming back to life. Didn't we talk about what's underground will rise? There's something good that's coming from the earth, being, unearthed. There's a gift, there's a jewel, there's a treasure. It doesn't have to be literally. It could be figuratively speaking. This Judgment is something from under the ground coming up, rising. So the treasure could be a relationship that was buried, getting unearthed. Okay? There could be a relationship with someone that is being resurrected. Okay? Sorry, I can't talk today, guys. I do apologize. I don't know what the heck happened to me today. Anyways, so there could be something being brought up to the surface over the next 18 to 24 months. But it's also about you looking at your decisions and saying, how did I do? Did I make the right decision? Because a lot of you guys are looking back on the people you chose to commit to, and it looks like you're going to be divorcing them. So this is you evaluating your commitments. Damn, I married that guy and I shouldn't have. I should have trusted my instincts. Dang it, I married this girl and I shouldn't have. I rushed into it, And it's kind of looking back at that and saying, why did I commit? Why did I get myself into this stupid mess again? And so you're looking back at your patterns and your cycles. Yep, I lost myself for a little while. You didn't know what you were doing when you made those choices. You didn't know who you were. Eight of Swords, Gemini, Mars energy, you're trapped. Very trapped. Maybe your person has Gemini and Mars, or maybe you have Mars and Gemini, okay? But you feel absolutely stuck in your head about those past decisions and how they affect you today. A lot of this is, who would I have been had I made a different choice? In fact, where would I be had I made a different choice? And this is what that Rahu Ketu are asking you to look at. Choices, patterns, cycles that need to die. You still love this person. It was a very strong Gemini here, or Mars and Gemini. Okay? And it's just, I still love that person, Steph. I still love that person. What's going on here? King of Pentacles. The Trumpster. I hope that you can forgive me. So this is maturing. And there could be a mature Capricorn in your life. But it's like, Libra, you're like, you know what? Can you forgive me? for the idiot mistakes of my youth. Can you forgive me for that? Can you forgive me for being so fickle that I went to the strip club and cheated? Or I went online and cheated? Or I got involved in somebody's facade? Or I fell for somebody's crap? You know, can you forgive me for that? Because this is like praying to God that they're going to forgive you. It's just, can you forgive me for the mistakes I've made? It's really sad. We talked about Santa Claus, and this is Satan. This is Saturn, baby. Saturn. Virgo energy, honey. And this is restitution, reciprocity, right? You got to owe somebody. There's a payback here. There's karma. What goes around comes around. You get what you give. Remember that. The hidden truth behind that is just being near you is intoxicating. Temptations. Temptations. You gave to the wrong person. Look at this like a story. Libra, you were in commitment. You got tempted with somebody, possibly a Virgo or a Capricorn. You got tempted. You fell for it. You put yourself way too close to the fire and you got burned. You're hoping that your soulmate can forgive you because you still love them and you want to reconnect with them and reach out to them. And you know that you made a really bad decision here. You lost yourself, very bad judgment. And you're hoping that I feel you even though we're apart. With the Magician, it's like you're manifesting that you guys still have a connection. Or there's a Gemini that feels like there's still a connection. And it's like through magic, through some spiritual other way of existing, there's still a connection between you guys, even in a separation with the Queen of Swords. So I am feeling like there is a separation here for the Libra. There's a separation either because you did something wrong or your person did something wrong, but there's been an infidelity. Because the Queen of Swords only comes out to play when she has been scorned. When there has been backstabbing and betrayal, that is when the Queen of Swords comes out. When there has been separation or divorce, that is when the Queen of Swords comes out. And she's like, no, 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 no. You're not going to hurt me again. This is not good. And so there's some kind of honesty that's being shown to you through music. Songs are making you feel guilty or making you feel bad or making you feel like you want to reach out. Maybe you get the saddest when you listen to music. Maybe you get the saddest when you write music. You know, maybe you're writing music to this person to dedicate because something happened. Or maybe, you know, your person is doing this for you. Maybe they did you wrong, Libra. Let's see what happens. I never thought I'd miss you like this. I am pretending and playing a role I hate, and I don't know how to stop. I'm holding back from you. I'm resisting and blocking and obstructing you. Eight of Swords can definitely be a restriction from the phone numbers, because that's like texting communication. It's you can't call, you can't text, you can't go over. They took your keys away, or they told you stay away. I keep asking myself, why am I doing this? Bottom of the deck, I want to talk and touch base. So Libra, you have an energy to reach out and reconnect with this person that you hurt, or maybe they hurt you and they want to reconnect to you. Keep in mind this is reversible. And it's just like God stuff, the guilt. I owe this person an apology. I don't know who I am. I lost myself. Remember, I lost myself for a little while, okay? I don't know why I'm pretending to be fine. I don't know why I'm pretending to be moved on and happy, because I'm really not. That's a role that I'm playing. You know, I'm acting as if all is well, King of Pentacles. But actually in my house, my life is a mess. So I'm holding back. or they're making me hold back, or I'm pushing them away, and resisting them and their love and forgiveness and movement because I'm embarrassed. And because I'm playing this role that I can't quit. But the worst part of it all is I am asking myself as Libra, why am I doing this? Why am I playing a role? Why am I pretending in the first place? Why am I feeding them lies and bullshit? Why am I selling a story? Why am I acting? Why am I pushing this person away that I love? Why can't I just say what's on my heart? Well, Libra, you're an air sign. You have a difficult time doing that. How do you really feel, or how do they really feel about you, Libra? What are the real feelings? This chocolate is so good. Ooh. There's a divine feminine soulmate out there. The relationship is up in the air. You don't know. You don't know if they still love you. You don't know if they still want you. You don't know if this could ever happen. You just don't know nothing. Fool's gold. Autumn. Perfect match. Bottom of the deck, delight, desire. Wedding cake. Ooh. So, there's a divine feminine, Libra, somewhere. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's them. You guys have no clue what is going to happen for you guys. You're scared that it's going to be fake, false. You're scared that someone's going to put on a mask and not be authentic. And the autumn here is talking about some kind of change that's going to be happening over the next couple months in autumn. For America, it's autumn. Because you guys are the perfect match. It doesn't get any better than the both of you. Okay, two little golden hearts. Stop being scared. Stop being worried. Stop over-analyzing the crap out of this connection. There does need to be some apologies. There needs to be some movement here. Spirit, show me what needs to happen. Oh my God, bottom of the deck. I didn't even expect to hear it, to see it. You guys saw me shuffle just now. Shock. I look at the bottom. There it is. I'm sorry. I just had felt something. I'm like, I know there needs to be an apology. I have a lot of cards. So I had 77 cards, I think. So I did not anticipate to see that card. I mean, there's so many here. And to have it right there at the bottom is just, as I'm saying, there needs to be an apology. Pretty shocking. So there does need to be an apology to be made. Spirit, show me what needs to happen. What does the Libra need to do? What is strict instructions for the Libra or the person that hurt the Libra? Energy clearing. Sage, cleanse, and clear. Clear the past. Clear out your drama. Clear out your mind. Declutter. Childhood wounds need to be cleared out as well. The person you're saying you're sorry to used to be a best friend. Someone that you could count on, someone that was there for you in your time of need. I feel like the person that has been done wrong supported you, or you supported them when you needed money, or they needed money. I feel like they were there for you to help you with your family. Maybe your siblings and you were arguing, and he or she was a helping hand in reconnecting the family. Maybe this person has somehow helped with your family wounds. Maybe they helped heal you. Maybe you helped heal them. You were starting to help them see that what their issues were. Or this person was trying to show you what your issues were. I do feel like your soulmate here could be somewhat of Spanish or Indian descent. Could be Indian from India, could be Native American Indian. I feel like they have brown hair, brown eyes. You know? And if they don't have brown hair, brown eyes, it's fine. You can still be of those nationality descendants, but you look very different. Maybe today you have blonde hair, blue eyes. but you still have that descendant history. You know, you come from a people. So either you come from a native people, or an Indian people is what I mean, or a Spanish people, or your lover does, okay? Your soulmate. But there is this connection there with that, with the Indian girl here. Yeah, there is a web of lies. Deceit, betrayal, deception, God, gossip. That's why Queen of Swords is so pissed off. The truth is out there. People have been watching you, or you've been watching them. But the truth is there, and whether you think the truth is there or not, it's really not here. You know what it is. But the point is that you have been looked at, watched, acknowledged. It's not some big secret. It's like you're getting caught in webs. So don't keep lying to get yourself out. You're just making more of the bigger web. Don't make a bigger web of lies. Just clear it up now. Say, I'm sorry. I want to clear up my lies. You're my best friend. I trust you. I'm going to work on healing my childhood issues. And by the way, even though we're not talking, I still keep an eye on you from time to time. Bottom of the deck is twins. Twin flame energy. So it's a very divine twin flame relationship. This was meant to be. This was fated by the stars. Fated in your birth charts. Connected through destiny and time. So there is no major separation here. It's supposed to be a coming together, which is why you want to touch base and you want to talk. I finally see my shadow work. This is Saturn. I finally see, or you will finally see in the next 18 to 24 months. And if it's not you, it's them. Keep in mind it's reversible, because bottom of the deck is Saturn energy again. Shadow side. Nobody understands the darkness inside me and my inner demons. See, you think nobody understands you? You think nobody gets your inner demons? Or the person you love thinks you don't get their inner demons? But you do, because this is twin flame vibes. Oh my God, I just got chills. Look what's under that. Reconciliation. Twin flame fires, twin flame fires, twin flame vibes. You will be reconciled with this person. To think they're right below each other, it's like, wow. Not to mention loyalty is under that. Loyalty, and not to mention magic in the air is under that, which, by the way, is another autumn card. Fall, autumn, pumpkins, candles, magic. Okay, so maybe there's going to be some kind of movement around Halloween. Definitely that kind of a vibration here. Magic is in the air. Whether you guys have done magic or magic is just in the air, magic is going to have a place at this table. It just is. So you may think this person doesn't know your inner demons, but they do. They know all about your inner demons, and they still love you because they're twin. They're best friend. And there will be a reconciliation here. It's already in the works. There's a lot of communication through music. Maybe this person writes songs about you. Maybe you write songs about them, but why haven't you sent it? Maybe they have sent it. Maybe you're just listening to that song again. Maybe you're being reminded through this reading that there is a song that was dedicated to you. Maybe they're remembering that you dedicated a song to them. I don't know. But there's this, I'm going to be reminded in fall about us through music. There's going to be a reminding. And Libra, with reconciliation underneath this twin flame card and judgment, you can bet on it that this union, this marriage, connection, contract will come back together. And there has to be a right made from a wrong. That's just what's in the cards. Libra moon rising, please. Oh, it's right here. Wow, we just had this energy the other day. Blocked, number 10, move on, find another way. So someone has clearly blocked another person. There has been a blocking from a phone, a blocking from communication, a blocking from coming to their house. So whenever you have a blocking, there needs to be an unblocking. And this is why this card's here at the bottom. Put yourself out there, glory. If you want to be in the glory of God, if you want to be in the sun, if you want to shine, if you want to have favor, you have to put yourself out there again. You got to be vulnerable. And so whatever situation you're in, whatever you're dealing with here, it's about being vulnerable. Let me change his little video real quick. Okay. Don't push 1,000 buttons. Oh, it's at 61%. Now you can go out in the living room with it. Okay.
See, I showed you.
Okay, go to the living room. Or the couch, my office.
We'll go to the couch.
Okay. Okay, so we have a lot of secrets, don't we? Someone secretly doesn't know that you're watching them, or you don't know they're watching you. But there is secret spying. We got Snoop Dogg going on, right? Secret spying. There has been some secret magic maybe also. The biggest message, the bottom line energy here today is wake up. Wake up, get a different perspective. You have to stop doing things the way you always do them. You're not going to gain any momentum or anything unless these behaviors stop. So you have to kind of ask yourself, what are these bad behaviors? Or maybe your person has to ask themselves, what are these bad behaviors? Whatever they are, stop. Is it pornography? Stop. Is it strip clubs? Stop. Is it Facebook? Stop. Okay? Is it your friends? Cut them out. Block them. What is it? There's a very bad habit in your life. Stop. And that's what the Hanged Man is saying. And if it's not you, Libra, it's the other person. What they're trying to give you is, it looks like a high school flame or an old flame. Maybe just someone that you've already known before. They're trying to give you someone that you've been with once, but maybe not for very long. And this was a destined soulmate, somebody you were ordained to be with. It was someone that God, the universe, your birth chart brought to you. Very serendipitous. But it ended because of a lot of this dark, shadowy, karmic, inner work that had to be worked on. And there was some karmic lessons and karmic relationships that had to be gone through. But now is the time to move on and have resolution. 6 of Swords. Now is the time to have strength. Overcome those hardships and obstacle. You know what I mean. I can't seriously talk. But now is the time to overcome these very, very big hurdles. And step up and be an emperor. Wow. Masculine energy. Be a man. Be a woman. Be grown. Be mature. Get married. Get really married with the right person. King of Wands, Leo energy. Commit yourself to who you desire. End the blocking, end the bullshit, and the no talking policy, and the no silence, end the silence period. Stop your karmic patterns, knock your shit the F off. And if this isn't you, it's the other person. It's time to knock the shit off. No more karmic cycles. The world is like, enough is enough. 10 of Swords, cut that shit out. Stop, says the world. High Priestess knows better. She talks about as above, so below. Same as the Magician. And by the way, these are the original twin flames. The Magician and the High Priestess, the 1 and the 2. Tarot, Major Arcana, the masculine and the feminine, both magical, both creative, both bringing forth what they desire into this world. The Divine Feminine has balance, true Libra energy, right? But this is Gemini, Scorpio, and Pisces. But with the Magician, it's Gemini, Virgo. And really now is just the time to just, this is really wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is, it's not a dream. Wake up. Wake up. It feels like a dream, but it's not. Your life has been, how much time do you want to waste? How much karma do you want to go through? Are you done? Let's get some confirmations here with the energy oracles. Spirit, give me a message for the Libra moon arising. Attachment. You know what's funny? We just talked about Libra with the mini masks that you wear. And here it is. Attachment to the masks. Why? Because what did that card say? I hate playing this role that I'm playing, but I just don't know how to stop stuff. Bottom of the deck is patience, temperance energy. Have patience. And that's the Hanged Man as well. Have patience. We just have to wake up. No one here is kicking your ass yet. You may think your ass has been kicked, but it hasn't, because karma has a very big one in store for you. A very big one in store for you over the next 18 to 24 months. And remember, what you give is what you get. If you are going to hoard your love, hide your truth, things are going to be destroyed. What you have currently in your karmic situation will be destroyed. If you're going to give honesty, and if you're going to give love and give your heart and give into commitments with the right person, astrologically, karmically, fate-wise, things can change around for you. If you're willing to end the cycle with Ketu and Scorpio, transform your commitments. Because there is somebody here that has been committing for the wrong reasons. Libra, if I'm wrong, but listen, this is what I'm getting. Someone here, whether it's you or them, commits because of looks. Am I lying? Does someone here commit because of a pair of big, beautiful eyes or long legs? Or a nice ass? That's not a reason to commit. Does somebody here commit because of money? Fickle. Not a reason to commit. Look, I don't know why you're committing, but if it has anything to do with materialism or physical exterior beauty, you're about to get a very big karmic smackdown. And I don't know if you want that again, but it's in the cards and it's written in the stars as well. So my advice, tarot card reader, astrologer, psychic, stop. Don't do it. You're being given an opportunity of a lifetime. And ironically, underneath this card of glory, you have the golden opportunity. The golden opportunity, the golden ticket. You're being given a golden opportunity because a door is being divinely opened. You have a chance of a lifetime. This is like winning the lottery. This ticket is like winning the lottery. You have a chance of a lifetime to fix what was wrong. Say you're sorry. Or if it's not you, it's them. But this is a chance of a lifetime to fix this. To give what someone deserves you to give. Okay? This is your opportunity, your golden opportunity to make up. You know, you guys ever watch those movies where someone dies and then the angels give them a second chance to come down to earth and make it right? It's a lot of good movies like that. It's like, I'll give you so long to go down there and make peace and make right with the people that you hurt, or, you know, to help somebody and be an angel to someone, so you can kind of write off some of your bad karma, right? Like, pay back your bad karma. Pay back some bad debt. You have a chance to make up for lost time. You have a chance to make good on a promise to some soulmate. And it's being created for you right in front of you. This is the plan. This is God's plan. All you have to do is follow your heart and follow through. says King of Wands. Follow your heart. Wake up. Stop doing what you're doing. Don't live your life the way you've been living it. It hasn't got you much. Yeah, it just hasn't got you much. Hasn't got you far. If you think that by doing the same thing again this time, it's going to give you a different result, then you have reached the definition of insanity. So let's go ahead and read this. This is attachment, perceived need, and the choice to let go. Upright, in the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns and people from the past. Do you want me to reread that? In the upright position, this card is revealing to the Libras that your passage forward is being stopped. Because I don't want you to just listen but not hear me. I mean, really hear me, really listen here. A way being made forward is being stopped because of some very strong attachments to old patterns or old people from the past. Blocked. Stop. Move on. Find another way. See, so Spirit is saying, Libra, look, I don't know who you're with. I don't know what the karmic person's name is. I don't know who your best friend is. I don't know who Joe Blow is down the street that you visit all the time. I don't know who your new boss is. I don't know what this new job is finally now. I don't know. But I do know that it is the same energy that you've been doing for your whole life. And I do know this may be a different job, different day, different title, different place, but it's the same type of job. And it sucks and it's not working for you. Wake up. I do know that if this is another karmic relationship, one of many, that the reason you're in this relationship is because they look exactly or very much alike, like the last person and the person before that. They're almost the same height. They're almost the same weight. They're almost the same nationality, or they dress the same, or, you know, there's some similarity here. Okay? They're just similar. They're similar. And I'm not, you know, obviously no two people are the same unless you're twin. Literally, like born from the same mother twin. But there is this energy of, you know, cornflakes. You guys hear me talking about different boxes of cereal, but inside it's all cornflakes. So Libra, I don't know what box of cereal you picked up this time at the store, but now that you're home and you opened it up and you poured it in the bowl, what did you find? Cornflakes. So here we are again. And this way forward in this other relationship, this other job is being blocked and stopped because this is the same energy from your past. The chain at your wrist is bolted to the fear from the past or the desperation about the future. Seriously, desperation? Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment. So pretense and contentment. You simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck, Libra, could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even relationships. Are you living in fear? Are you addicted to the same patterns and the old unhealthy habits? Or are you so desperate about the future that you can't be happy right now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take the action you have to break the chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, honest, authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are so capable of doing it. And until you do, this is the last sentence and it's very big. Libra moon risings, maybe suns. Until you do, the difficult energy that you are experiencing will keep repeating itself and repeating itself and repeating itself and repeating itself like a broken record, keeping you stuck in a very unhappy existence. And I'm not saying those repeated patterns are continuously unhappy. Even in the most unhealthy, abusive relationships, there is some sense of happiness every now and then. So whatever you're going through, whatever you're experiencing, you may have some good times, but the majority and the bulk of your existence is negative. So anyways, have patience with yourself. Learn to relax, learn to live a little bit. My best advice is to get back in touch with a divine soulmate who was possibly a best friend, a helper, a healer, a high priestess, someone who knows about the tarot, someone who knows about magic, someone who knows about psychic abilities, someone who knows about intuition, someone who knows about the occult and all things spiritual. It could be an advisor, could be a best friend, it could be a soulmate lover. But get back in touch with that person is my advice. Maybe get a reading done for yourself to maybe confirm some of this information for you. Get back in touch with this person to help you figure your life out and quit living life like this, because you are a broken record. And I don't care if it's a different box of cereal, it's still cornflakes. And I don't care if it's a different day, a different state, a different place. Your job is still the same as it was 10 years ago. You're still working for a boss that you hate, doing hours that you hate, driving to work to a job that you hate. And whether it's working here or there, for this guy or that girl, it doesn't really matter. It's the same shit, different day. Don't tell me it's not. And whether you're just still working for the same person after all these years, it sucks and you don't like it. You don't like it as much as you didn't like it 10 years ago. And you still don't like it. And there's the clock, there's an omen. It's time to stop this shit. You've got to do better. And as far as your relationships go, Libra, come on, I already told you. Your karma is multiple relationships. Your karma is struggling in relationships. Your karma is temptation. Are you mature and old enough now to fight that? Do you know better not to fall for a pretty face? Not to fall for someone's charm? Do you know better now? I hope so. Because it's going to be a different time, a different day, same shit. And it's going to be a different marriage this time, same shit. It's going to be a different face, but the same life. Same wife, different face. Same husband, just different face. It's like your relationship goes on and on and on and on, but through different people. And this is the sick karmic cycle that Rahu and Ketu want to trash during this next 18 to 24 months transit into Vedic, Scorpio, and Taurus. And they're just like, look, I'm going to hit you where it hurts. And Saturn's sitting there in your house. How would you like to have the devil in your house? Maybe you do. Maybe the devil is sitting in your house. But that's what you're going to feel like. You feel like there is such obstacles at home. And it's going to be so hot, it's going to feel like you're living hell. Because the devil is hot, hell is hot. Your home is going to feel like it's on fire. Or at times, your home is going to feel like it's ice cold because there's no love there. And you're going to feel distraught, and there could be some karmic transitions that don't feel good. Financially, with family members, also loss of them, all kinds of things. I mean, you're going to be experiencing some big ups and downs. And I just hope that somehow, some way, by the grace of God and the angels, maybe the grace of you watching this channel, you've decided to take a different approach. You've decided to get some assistance spiritually, and you've decided to stop doing things the way you've done them, and you've decided to look at things through new eyes, and you've decided to look at things from somebody else's perspective, not yours. So anyways, that is it. That is Libra. Let me move on now. and get into somebody else's sign here. Scorpio. Oh boy. Scorpio, I'm scared. I'm so scared. Please, Scorpio. Why do I? Maybe I should wait till tomorrow to do Scorpio. It's been a long reading. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I wait? Should I wait to do Scorpio? Are you guys scared? Did the Libra reading scare you enough to say quits today? Are you all terrified to see what's going to happen for Scorpios? Because damn, if it was that harsh for Libras, kind of wondering what's going to happen for the Scorpios. My God. Oh, Scorpio, honey. I'm nervous. I'm feeling it. Oh my God, I know some Scorpio suns. Uh-oh. No, my Matthew's is Scorpio, but only in tropical. But he is a Libra in Vedic, but he's too little to have relationship problems. So it doesn't count. His little Libra reading didn't count. Okay, and neither will this Scorpio reading count for my baby. Karma knows not to start smacking kids around until they're like 18. They'll give them a break. They'll give them a break. So I'm a Scorpio and Venus tropical. Interesting. Yeah, so, you know, these readings based on the houses is really because of the first house. So I'm really just doing moon and rising per Vedic. But, you know, like I said, for Libra, if you want to throw in a Scorpio sun to get that version of it, I mean, that's okay. Okay. You sure about that stuff? Am I sure about what? I don't know what I'm not supposed to be sure about. Okay, Scorpios, let's go ahead and get in. I've got those shuffled for you. We're going to go ahead and, of course, look at your astrology first, which is what I've been doing. So this is only going to be done like once every a couple years. Once every year and a half will I actually do a reading like this. So be happy. It's getting done. Because you're not going to get another one of these till the next transit. Okay. All right, Scorpio. I don't know what's been happening on my channel. I've lost like 400 people in the last week. I almost feel like since I've started this series, people are scared to watch my channel. It's just too honest. It's too much information. It's too serious. It's too harsh. And I honestly think people that subscribe and unsubscribe so quickly is because they come on to hear good things. They come on to hear love notes. They come on to hear that there's reconciliations or new love. Or they come on to hear that there's going to be financial blessings. And if someone tells them the truth, it's like, wow, fuck that negative person. And they're off. But I don't speak anything but the truth. It is the truth. And not everyone has to like it. I don't like the truth. Does everyone like their life completely? I mean, I doubt it. We all have good days and bad days. We have good readings and bad readings. We should go with the flow. So, you know, I hope you're all watching. I hope you like and subscribe. Support my channel, please. I'd appreciate it. Yes?
Don't forget to turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video.
Yes, but I'm not done yet, honey. Thank you for that, though. That's my son.
What's up?
Yeah, Danny, I lost like 400 people in the past month.
What?
Yeah, actually like week. 400 people just gone.
Where did they go?
To happier readers, probably.
No.
People, I could just lie. How about I just start lying on my channel and telling people good stories? Should I do that? Because I could totally gloss this up, lie, and then just get a bunch of subscribers. Right? Tell them how happy their twin flame reunions are looking and tell them how much bullshit money they're going to get in the next year. Right? Then I would be getting hundreds of thousands of them. Because, you know, I watch a lot of readers and it's like every single sign is positive. Aries positive, Scorpio positive, Taurus positive. All of you have excellent love lives. If I go right now and pick some of my favorite readers, it's like, this person's going to have good love. This person's getting married. This person's having babies. This person's getting money. Wow, positive news, everybody. And I love the optimism. But I also love reality.
Yeah.
Call me boring.
But you're not boring. Nah. By the way, I have to go to Putt soon.
Oh, you do? That she's going to pick you up?
Yeah, I asked her when she's going to pick me up. I'm waiting.
Well, brush your hair better, please.
All right.
Do
By the way, it's okay if I could go in my jumpsuit?
Yes, that's fine, but you're going to be sweating.
Okay, thank you.
Take that water squirter right there so you can do your hair.
This is my water squirter.
Yes, I know. I was using it to spray my plants.
Okay.
Okay. I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. So, anyways. So, yeah, isn't it ridiculous, guys, that I lost? I mean, in 1 week, it was like, just tanked all my subscribers. And I'm like, what the actual fuck happened? And now I keep having the same 5 people dislike my video. It's like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, all these dislikes. And I'm like, okay, it's obviously the same people watching every video and just hitting the dislike button. So obviously I've got some haters, but I also have new people that I'm sad I lost. And, you know, if I ever come off too harsh, if I ever come off totally reckless, where you guys think I'm just a terrible channel, please let me know, because I don't want to be that person. And to be honest, I started this to help people and make them feel good about their life and make positive changes. So I don't want people to feel like I'm spanking you and making you feel like life is hopeless. Never mean to come across that way. I just want to help you achieve your goals and have success. And if I do come off bitchy like that, I do apologize. And I'm not always like that. So you should stick around. Okay. So anyways, what's next? Scorpio? Well, this is pretty great. So you have Ketu in the first house. So this is going to be for Scorpio, moon or rising, pervade it because it's the first house. But if you're tropical Scorpio, it could be a sun, okay? If you want to go there, you can go there. Obviously, Taurus is your 7th house. And Rahu is there. So what do you guys see immediately in the chart? You guys should pretty much have a good idea of the push and pull. This is the pull and this is the push away. This is the lose and this is the take. The 7th house is the house of relationships. This is the house of self. You, other people. So we're going to be losing you. This is loss. Loss of self. There's going to be confusion. Because the first house represents your mind and your head, your face, your brain, your body. So there's going to be some confusion about who you are. There's going to be an identity loss. You might lose part of yourself through this process. This is not for everyone, but I am going to say it for some people. This is sex change operations. Okay? Some people are changing their identity completely. They're going from male to female or female to male. For some people, this is just exterior. You are cutting your hair, because this is cutting your hair. So cutting major inches, or dyeing your hair, or shaving your hair completely bald, you know. There could be, yes, that's a lot of what this is. Maybe you're going bald. For some people, you're going bald. If you're a man, this could be going bald. Maybe by choice or just genes, you know. This is going to be not so into your looks. You're just not. There's disinterest there. So there's going to be, I really don't care about how I look so much anymore. Maybe years ago I did. I really cared about my appearance, but now I just don't. I care about spirituality. I care about other people. Someone here could donate their hair to people that have cancer or, I don't know, something like that. But there's this, I want to give away what I have. This is very much, you know, like the minimalist reading I had, right? Minimalizing your life, though. This isn't about your home or your resources. This is about you. So you're going to be getting rid of a lot of baggage. So getting rid of baggage. You're going to be forgiving people for the past. You're going to be letting go of old wounds. You're going to be letting go of religion. You might even be having some disinterest in the occult and all things spiritual. You may just start feeling like you don't really care about it as much as you used to. So you might drift away from tarot. You might drift away from psychics. You might drift away from YouTube. This is just getting out there raw in nature. So there could be some getaways, some complete withdrawals from society. Really putting yourself distant from others because Ketu is taking you away from people. Okay? Now, here's the contrast. Your relationships is where your resources are. Food, clothes, money, joy. So you're not going to be very happy, isolated. Even though you're trying to isolate yourself, you kind of find yourself more miserable. And this is why we have the confusion. Loss of identity, loss of self. What the fuck am I doing? And then you're going to go back over here to resources, which is friends, lovers, okay? And just other people. So just people, jobs, you know. So you find your necessities only fed here by others. So you feel kind of controlled. So you're going to feel like you are out of control. And you depend on other people. And you may very well be karmically dependent. Karmically dependent on other people at this time. Maybe you depend on them for your food. You depend on them for your rent. You depend on them for whatever. It's a job. It could be you're committed to a boss and they want everything from you and you just want to run. For a lot of Scorpios, you're going to be in a situation, a commitment, whether it's job or relationship, that you don't really want to be a part of. So you're going to be very confused and conflicted. Should I stay here in this marriage, in this job, in this commitment? Or should I go? And you're going to be kind of tug of war. And it's going to be very confusing for you. You're going to be hot and you're going to be cold and you're going to be in and you're going to be out. Now this, my love, Besso, wouldn't count for a Venus. Because Venus would not be in the first house. Only a sun tropical or a moon or a rising, which is ascendant, would be in this first house, which would be what I'm talking about. This house and other people and the push-pull wouldn't go into that. Now, if this is your spouse and your spouse is a Scorpio, well then yes, this would be what's happening with your spouse or your lover. And that would make sense, Besso, to where Venus would be a relationship and this would be them. So that's only if your person has Scorpio in their chart. Okay, so there's that. Did I? Matthew, come here. Go play out there. Do you have my videos? Where's my phone?
I have it. I have it.
Okay. Don't lose it, please.
Okay. And I'm not, and I didn't lose it.
Okay.
You know, Mom.
Yeah.
How about, oh my. Oh, wait.
What?
Mom, look.
Did you do it again? I told you to stop doing that.
Well, I just can't help it.
You do need to help it. You need to stop taking things apart. Please leave it alone and be as gentle as you can. Okay? Here. I love you. So sorry about the distraction, guys. So anyways, Scorpio, moon rising, possibly sun. Well, he's not going to work. You keep breaking them, he's not going to stand anymore, and that's it. I don't have a little magic finger that poofs and makes knees get fixed. Okay. So anyways, Saturn is over here in your 3rd house, which is the house of communication and friendship. It's also the house of self-reflection and desires, like dreams. What do you want to be? These ideas, right? Your desires and your ideas. The things that you really want to achieve, like your goals, okay? And that's all there in the 3rd house. And so Saturn is making you work really hard to focus on what you want in life. And so there's just a really big transition because you're so confused with this transit that Saturn is going to make you reevaluate your goals. Oh, so you wanted to be a web design graphics person. Cool. What about a doctor?
Work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's just not. So it's like Saturn's going to be like, well, I think your goal is unrealistic. What if you want to be a singer? And you're like, yeah, I want to be a singer. I want to have videos. I want to have CDs. I want to reach the world. I want to be a voice. And Saturn is like, nope, that's not going to bring home the bacon. That's not bringing home the money. But Saturn, I like singing. I like singing. I like dancing. I like art. I want to have fun with my music. And Saturn's like, I don't give a diddly damn. It does not bring you money. You need to change your goals or add a goal to it because your little fantasy is not, it's not successful. And maybe you just don't have the talent. Maybe you don't have the skills. Maybe you don't have the resources. Maybe you don't have the support. Maybe that's just not your destiny. Maybe it's a gift, but it's not a purpose. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not your life's purpose to be a singer. Maybe your life's purpose is to be a doctor or a nurse or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe your life's purpose is to be a banker. I mean, I don't know what your life's purpose is, but it's very serious and your current goal is frivolous. And so Saturn is making it very difficult.
Mom, tell William.
Hi, Rachel.
Tell William.
I'll be right back, guys. Let me get him settled. I can't do my
Mom,
reading.
I'm not asking everything.
I know, but I can't read with you talking to me. It's been one long video. Okay. So anyways, Scorpio. So Saturn is, whoops, looks like my phone is dying there. So Saturn wants you to reevaluate your goals, and you're not going to feel like you know what to do, who you are, and what your goals are. This is kind of a bummer because this is going to affect you for the next 18 to 24 months. This may have even started over the last 30 days because the last month we're starting to feel the transition of the nodes moving in September. So we're already feeling them very close to this energy. And this is going to put you in a situation where you feel like you just went through some major transformations. Being that Rahu just left the 8th house in Gemini, it means you just went through some heavy loss. Heavy loss of friends and parents. Now, this could be because friends or parents have passed away. It could also be because you just cut them off. Or it could be that you lost support. Maybe your friends moved away and no longer support you in your life. You don't hear from them. You don't see them. Maybe your parents got remarried and just quit paying attention to you. Maybe you did, and I'm so sorry if you went under some death over the last 18 months. Not the 18 months to happen, but the 18 months that we just got through. Maybe you went through some loss of parents, and if you did, I am so sorry. Whatever this is, you know, you felt some very heavy losses. It hits you straight to the heart, you know, right to the heart where it hurts. I have heavy loss. A lot of you went through a move. So a lot of Scorpio, you know, moon or risings, possibly sun signs, you moved from one house to the other, maybe 2, maybe 3 times. Okay, maybe it's just once, but you went through a big move, a very big move, where everything was uprooted, everything you knew, and it was just relocated. And so there's been some heavy grief and depression, and that's kind of what you just came out of. It's also losses of jobs, because you also just went through some big ups and downs over the last 18 months in jobs. So not only have you lost parents or support from them, maybe you lost money support from them, maybe you lost respect from them, maybe you just lost connection with them, maybe you moved away and you're like 1,000 miles away from them. I don't know, but you just recently went through that. And so it's just this stuff, I just, here I am again. And so now you're confused. Remember, just who am I? What am I? What is my goal in life? Who am I going to be? What am I going to do after everything that happened? You know, what is my goal? This is like someone being in college, writing down, you know, their degree. I'm going to be a, you know, whatever. Now I'm changing to be an archaeologist. It's like practical. You're leaving something unpractical to something practical, or you're leaving something you thought you wanted to please friends and parents, and now it doesn't work. So you're not happy with that, and you know you're not happy with that, and you're not going to continue going to school to please other people. That's not what you want to do. But at the same token, what do you want to do? And so Scorpio's like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. And this, you know, if this hasn't happened yet, remember, this is the next 18 months to 24 months. For the next 2 years, you're going to be going through this I don't know phase. You may be very unsure about your relationships. With Ketu in the first house, you want to cut off your relationship. So you want to cut it off or divorce or separate. Okay? At the same time, Rahu's right back at you. Stay. Have the relationship. Why? Because your resources are tied to your relationship. Your money, your home, your food, you know, maybe your family. But there are things tying you to this 7th house relationship that you can't leave. So it's like even though you want to leave, you can't leave. You physically can't leave, because what would you have without them? And this is where Scorpio is going through a very codependent area of your life. Maybe your parents are paying your college, so you kind of have to stay in your degree. Maybe your husband or wife pays the bills, so you can't leave them. Maybe your job is what pays the bills. You hate it, but you can't wait to leave it. So this is taking a practical approach and planning. Saturn is also coming into the 5th house, aspecting it in the sign of Pisces. 5th house of children. So you're losing your childhood. There's a lot of young Scorpio adults that are losing their childish ways. You're no longer going to get to be childish because the 5th house, you know, I'm not just speaking out of my ass here. Your 5th house talks about children, babies, family, early education, you know, education through high school, romance, sex, love, those kinds of things, making babies, being childish. This is the house of fun and games. So the fun is getting ripped right out of your life. Here's fun with a big X. Okay? Oh, here's friends that live far off in California or New York. Here's the fun with friends. Nope, it's in Virgo. There's no more fun. I hope you had fun when you were little because you're not going to have fun anymore. Saturn is saying friendship is not about fun. It's about resources. What do your friends offer you? Do they give you good advice? Do they help you financially? Do they guide you in the right way? Are your friends responsible or are they childish? If your friends are childish, Saturn is going to take them out of your life. If you want children, Saturn says no. Stop being childish. You can't be a child anymore. It's time to stop acting like you're 10 and be 20 or be 40 or be 50. So Saturn is like, it's to grow up. Grow up, grow up, grow up. 7th house of marriage, 11th house of luck, fun, long distance travel. But it's also about fruits of your labor. You have to work hard. Virgo, you have to work hard for money. You can't just have it given to you. You have to put in 9 to 5. That's what Saturn says. You have to wake up early. Fix your schedule. You want to travel? Stop waking up at, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Get up at least at 8 or 9. Fix your schedule. You can't sleep in anymore. This isn't fun days. Fun days are over. You want to have fun and games. You want to go putt-putt. You want to go to the movies. You want to go goof off. You want to, play games. You want to go, have a party. No, Saturn says stop it. It's time to stop being a child. Pisces is the sign of letting things go. Also, you have a lot of fantasy. Because Pisces is in your 5th house, there's a lot of fantasy and make-believe and pretend. So naturally for a Scorpio rising, moon, possibly sun, there is this aspect of having a great deal of fantasy. So you have ideas, imagination. You could probably invent different types of games. You probably can make games up off the top of your head. Just great imagination and creativity, extremely creative. But here's Saturn saying, no, we're making it very difficult. I can't allow you to do that. But if you can make money from it, Saturn will probably put a stamp of approval and say, okay. Because Capricorn Saturn says, I just want to make money. I just want to create wealth and stability. If you can give me wealth and stability and like a good schedule, I will approve something that you want to create or fantasize about. So it's like, okay, I want to be a singer, right? If I go get a job and work 6-8 hours a day and I dedicate myself to this job and I'm earning an income, I will also at night create an album. And then all of a sudden this album will make great money because Saturn will bless your album because you're putting extra effort to making it. It's not the only focus, it's extra. And Saturn says you're doing what it takes. So I'm going to give you a blessing. So this is not a complete obstacle where Saturn is saying, no, you can't have your dreams. You can't have your fantasies and your playfulness and your youth and your, this. But Saturn says the way you've been doing it is wrong. And this the way you've been going about life is just very unpractical. So your relationships have to get serious. So 5th house, 7th house, 11th house. Quit playing games. Work hard. You're going to work harder at your relationship or your marriage than you've ever done it in your ever life before. If you're already an adult, like a mature adult over the age of 36, where Saturn is mature, Saturn is going to force you to spend time with your children. Saturn is going to say, visit them. Put in hours. Pay money. Spend time, spend money on your children. Maybe their creativity, maybe their imagination, maybe their school. Saturn is going to make you focus on your children now. So there's a loss of you. You're not important, Scorpio. You're an afterthought. Now it's all about them. And that could also be this loss of identity, this loss of self. And there's going to be so much effort put into the 3rd house of communication. You're going to have to reach out to your older siblings. You're going to have to reach out to your children. You're going to have to make that effort. You're going to have to try really hard to have fun with them. You're going to have to work really hard at your relationship to make it functional, to make this work. Because Taurus is very serious. And it's stubborn and it's hardworking. So this relationship is going to require a lot of hard work to have romance. But there's going to be a lot of fun and romance in relationship. And if you get into the right relationship, the right one, I can see that you guys are going to be more intimate and more romantic than you probably ever have since you were married or known them. So there's going to be a lot more effort into romance. Because now you're putting more schedule. You know, it's like before romance just happened, right? You're young, you're youthful, you're in a relationship, and it just happens. You know, you want to come over and watch a movie, and then romance happens, and it's fun. You know, you want to go to bed, let's go to sleep. Well, romance happens, it's easy. But the older you get, the more Saturn, you know, shows you that this actually requires work. If you want to have a romantic evening, you need to make sure you purchase that wine, or you get roses, or, you know, you have, you know, a decadent meal, or, you know, you put your effort into the laundry and cleaning, and you make it a nice space to be romantic, or you spend more time on yourself, right? And so there's this effort that Saturn's just like, look, you're going to have to work harder at this. But I do feel like for some Scorpios, there's a loss of interest in sexual energy. And your spouse really wants sex, but you're kind of disconnected. And if this isn't your spouse, it's your significant other. And they really want your intimacy, but you're disconnected. This is almost where you are having sex, but your mind is going somewhere else. Sometimes that happens. You're in the middle of being intimate with someone, and boop, there goes your mind off somewhere else, and you're just not. You're not in it. And so there's a lot of thoughts. Now, because Ketu is in the 1st house, which is your mind, your body, and yourself, there's a time of great depression. Because you're trying to figure things out. And getting a lot of no's and no's and no's is depressing. So because you're having life so serious, it takes the fun out of life. You know, you have to work so hard at relationships now. They're not calling you, you have to call them. You know, they're not visiting you, you have to go out of your way and visit them. You know, it's not fun anymore. It's very serious. It's heavy. So that's what we're looking at right now. So the biggest areas of concern is your relationships. The relationships you have with your children and other people. And that's what's really happening for Scorpio. I do feel like your in-laws may be, if you have any, losing interest in you, or they're disappointed in you because you've come off immature to them in their eyes. There's some kind of in-laws that may be thinking you're immature and you need to grow up and you need to be more responsible. If you're not in a relationship and you're single, it could mean that other people that are interested in you and dating you, they think of you as immature. It could also be that you just come off as immature because you're naturally fun. This is causing you frustration because of all the serious karma you've been through. You can't be fun. Maybe you were more fun years ago, but after all the karma you just went through, maybe you're not a lot of fun anymore. So there's a lot of that, you know? Let me go ahead and put my phone in the charger because it looks like it's dimming. Put my light on. You know, my 5-hour video I did the other day, I'm not getting paid on it. I'm so sad. For like 30 seconds that I have an ad pop in, it didn't let me. So I'm bummed. But today I made sure I didn't have any ads for you guys because some people were complaining that there's too many ads. And I don't really have control over that. I just say it's either monetized or it's not. So I tried to make it not monetized today and see if that makes a difference. But either way, I have to make money in my videos. So if you guys do get some skippable ads or anything, just skip them. Come back to it. It's a video worth watching. They're not every 30 seconds, so you don't have to worry about that. But, that's why it's better to like and subscribe so you can watch me live. And you don't have to come back and replay a video that has ads. So there's no ads in a live. So go ahead and like and subscribe on that. Okay, Scorpio, let's get your cards. Now remember, because I know Marcus just put on take what resonates. This is a very different reading. It's not just a tarot card reading, it's an astrology reading. So because of that, it's not a hit or miss. The astrology is what it is. Saturn is going to affect you in your communications and relationships and your relationships with children too. It's going to affect your reputation. Because Ketu's going to be going in your first house, it is going to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing and like you're depressed because you're confused. And that will be a struggle. And your relationships, you may feel very codependent on because you're so unhappy or going through so many sad, dark times that you count on other people for your joy. Now, I'm not saying that's your destiny and your fate and that's what you have to experience. I'm saying that is going to be presented to you. So in an astrology reading, this is the presentation. You can indulge in that or not. So there's going to be some Scorpios that are going to totally indulge on being depressed and lost of self. And there's going to be other Scorpios who decide to transform and say, I'm dealing with some heavy energy. I will not allow it. I'm going to focus on spirituality. I'm going to focus on meditation. I'm going to be out of the box, uncomfortable, out of my zone, and I'm going to do things different so I can quit experiencing this. I'm going to transform myself, Scorpio energy first house, so I don't get stuck in some low vibe. So you may completely change who you are, what you look like, and what you stand for, and that is going to be some Scorpios. Some Scorpios are going to say, I'm not going to let this dark time ruin my marriage or relationship. I'm going to work really hard at this, and I am going for the next 18 to 24 months, put all my effort into this relationship because I'm going to save it. Because I don't want to lose this relationship. Because I don't want to have infidelity and breakups and ups and downs and rumors and drama. I really want this marriage to work. So I will put in the effort. I will appease Saturn. I will work hard, 9 to 5. I will put in the effort for this relationship to make it work. And that in itself is transforming someone who kind of had it just handed to them to someone that knows it's mine. I'm going to work for it. This is someone that says, okay, I want to have friendships. I want to have fame and fortune. I want to have good things. Well, I'm going to work for it. It's not just going to be handed to me. I'm going to earn it. I'm going to put in the effort and reach out,